All right, guys, we're gonna focus for you now.
Yeah, it's been
Bring
one of
it
those
in.
days. That's one of
Rein
those
it
days,
in.
man. We're going at 110.
Fuck, you missed your cue, Clifton.
Nope, you
What did I
bastard.
say?
I hadn't missed it yet. It was foreshadowing. Hey guys, welcome to Seriously Lighthearted Yoga. Today we are going to be discussing something that kind of ties into yesterday's video when we spoke about the spine.
Definitely.
And that is really optimism and
In a word,
in a
yeah.
way. That'll make a little bit more sense a little later. Optimism and the way it affects your overall being, your overall health. So I think it's a brief introduction. I think it's common in Western medicine, if you have an ailment, to focus on that ailment and focus on making it better. Eastern medicine, and particularly yoga that we will be talking about, kind of says not necessarily not to work on that as much as don't just focus on making your
The bad
ailment
good.
better. Focus on the
How
good.
the good is helping you as well.
Yeah, there you go. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
As Clifton said, we do have this tendency here to think, oh, I'm sick today. Like, it's going to make everything else in my day bad. And it does when we think like that. It does have a way, mentally, we start to bring ourselves down, and that has an effect that is very, very noticeable in a lot of people. Someone might complain about how their lower back hurts because they've been sitting in a chair for too long. And that, if you notice, there are people that let that ruin everything else that happens in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And all we're saying is just think about it in the opposite way. Like, okay, something's going well for me. Like, this can help everything else. Like, I might be sick today, but my spine doesn't feel too bad. It's mobile, it's loose, it's flexible. So focusing on the good as well as the bad is something that everyone can benefit from.
Mm-hmm.
And if nothing else, it's just you're not upset about the bad as much because you have other things that you feel good about. So learning to see both is really all we're saying here.
Well, yeah, and I think we oftentimes forget about the positive impact positive thought can have. Your brain is a very powerful tool. It affects literally everything in your body. Anything that's part of your existence is affected by your brain. And so the way you look at things will change the way you perceive them. And so, again, we're not saying not to try to get better when you are feeling sick, but you know what? Focus on, hey, I can really do those breathing exercises that we were talking about the other day. I can really do that, and it works out great. Or hey, I can really stretch, and like you said, his back is limber, and that will overall help you in a broader sense. So hope that makes sense. Shoot us some questions if you guys have any questions about that. Just give it some thought, ponder it. Hope that kind of helps tie into the spine video. Hope it sort of makes sense with that. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Give somebody a high five, and have fun out there, guys.